G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Samsung Kitchen, where I bring to you budget-friendly recipes with sustainability in mind. So as you can probably see, this is a different setting. I'm currently in the beautiful southwest of Australia, staying with my in-law, and they are so generous. They have let me borrow their kitchen. Today's video is inspired by our road trip. So we spent 6 days on the road, driving all the way from Brisbane to the West Coast. So in prepping of the road trip, it got me thinking, in case we need to just keep on going driving, what are the snacks that can be filling, can be tasty, but also cheap to make? That's right, 3 criterias. We recently just went to Taiwan. Amongst the thousands and thousands of convenience stores, these are the absolute staple. They come in so many different flavors, from lobster salad, corn, chicken. Crack one of these open, munch down, and that can get you going for another couple of hours. So I got researching. You can be assured that I got a couple of tricks that I'm about to teach you that can save you more money. All right, that is all I got for you today, and let's get cooking. Okay, so to make our onigiri, or our rice ball, we're gonna need some rice. The type of rice here, we're using short grain rice. I find this about 2-3 times cheaper than your typical sushi rice. Sometimes they are sushi style rice. They're not even proper sushi rice, so what's the point? Optionally, flavor it up with vinegar and sugar to mimic that classic sushi flavor. We're going to use some nori to wrap our rice up. And in terms of filling, we're just going simple. We got some tin tuna, sauce it up with some Kewpie mayo. If you don't have Kewpie mayo, this can totally be replaced by normal mayonnaise. We'll get the rice going and move on to the rest. First thing first, grab a scale and we'll measure out the rice we need. To make 4 large rice balls, we'll measure out 300 grams of rice. Next, give our rice a good clean to wash off all of the excess starch. To be the favorite son-in-law, instead of pouring the precious rainwater down the drain, I save up the rice washing water in a bowl, which I'll use to water their garden. Rinse the rice a few times until the water is no longer cloudy. Rice water with the starch encourages beneficial bacterial growth that is good for plants. Spread the love around and hopefully the plants will be happy. So with our rice here, we originally wetted out 30 grams of dry rice, but now it has trapped 75 grams of water in here already. So we're going to top it up to 450, take 75 out of 450, which is 375, I think. Top the washed rice with water to reach a rice to water 1 to 1.5 ratio. The half knuckle test stands true here. And a drizzle of neutral oil. This will coat our cooked rice and give it a glossy look. Now that's done, move over to the stove and crank the heat to medium to high until it boils. Lid on to retain the heat and be more energy efficient. Once the water starts boiling, we can turn the heat down to medium-low and let it bubble away. While the rice is cooking over there, it will take about 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to move on to our tuna. Tin tuna, Kewpie mayo, and grab a bowl. Oil out. If you have any idea what this tuna oil can be used for, let me know in the comment section below. Tuna chunks in the bowl. And then we add the mayo little by little. So with the tuna salad over here, you want it to be moist enough, but you don't want it to be too liquidy that when we try to form the rice ball, that the mayonnaise will ooze out from the side, which will be pretty gross. Once we're done here, give the spoon a clean and into the fridge for now. Time to check on our rice. Tilt the pot. Once we don't see any liquid at the bottom of the pan, that is an indication that all liquids absorbed by the rice now. Turn the heat off and give the rice a quick fluff to loosen it up. Now our rice is all cooked, our filling is sitting right in the fridge. We're going to move on and turn that into sushi rice. So for 300 grams of dry rice over there, we're going to do 30 grams of sugar and 60 grams of vinegar. Measure out 60 grams of vinegar as mentioned, and 30 grams of sugar. With a small amount of liquid like this, the easiest way to heat up is through
the microwave.
It's efficient and uses up less dishes. Microwave for 60 seconds and give it a quick stir to dissolve the sugar. Into our pot of rice and mix it through thoroughly to combine it all. So that's pretty much sushi rice done here. We don't really need to retain the heat. Actually quite the opposite. So we're going to dump it out into a tray, put it in front of the fan, let it cool down so we can get wrapping. Set the rice in front of the fan and give it a few stirs here and there to increase the surface area to speed it up. So after about 10-15 minutes sitting in front of the fan, our rice is cooled down to room temperature. Two things about this: when it's room temperature, we can handle it with our hand now. And second of all, it's not hot, it's not steaming anymore, so it's not going to make our nori soft. Roughly portion up our rice and tuna into 4 to 5 parts, depending on how big your portion sizes are. Prep a bowl of water for us to dip the hands in. Water here helps us prevent rice from sticking to our hands, so that we don't need to use any plastic wraps to help us form our rice balls. Load up our hands with one portion of rice, spread it out a bit and press it flat. Make a little dimple in the middle and in goes our tuna salad. Now, two hands, close the rice ball in and trap our tuna salad in there right in the middle. Gently move the rice ball around and compress it lightly until you no longer see a seam. Use your two hands and press the rice ball into a triangle shape like what you can see here. Rotate a few times to ensure that it's nice and even. And that is our rice balls. Pretty straightforward. Next step, our nori. Pull them out gently and try not to break them. My face pretty much tells it all. Each square sheet will make us 2 onigiris, so we got 2 sheets to make 4.
This is math.
Fold them in half and they should snap and break off pretty easily. Next, grab some aluminium foil. Yep, you heard me, aluminium. Each sheet, we want the length to be a tad longer than 2 times the width of half a piece of nori. Position our half nori in the middle and fold both sides in. We want the middle part to overlap a little bit. When we open the alfoil up, we want to see about a finger width gap on each side of the nori. Next step, we flip the foil around with the seam side down. Pull a strip of tape and tape the alfoil right down the middle while leaving a little excess piece on the top. Fold the excess piece up and it will be a little tack for us to use later on. Flip it back again. Rice ball right in the middle. Flip one side up and fold the alfoil into the top 2 edges of the triangle. Back side up and do the same to fold both edges inwards. The alfoil should now look like a little jacket covering the rice ball. And the tape tag we made just then should stick right up at the tip of the triangle. Take another small piece of tape and tape the alfoil up so it don't fall apart. And that's pretty much done. The cost breakdown is right on the screen here. Altogether, 4 onigiri costed us $2.92 to make. That is 73 cents per rice ball. Not bad at all. Alright, so there we have it. We've got our rice balls or onigiris all done right here. These are so simple to make and they really uplift your picnic game to another level. I'm going to peel one open, dig into it and let you know how it's like. So with the way of how the alfoil is wrapped up, we create this little pocket that basically shields a nori away from our rice until we are ready to crack it open. And then the moment that it goes on, it sticks onto the rice and it still maintains that crunchiness of nori. The texture of the nori in combination of the sushi rice and the nice and moist tuna right in the middle. It's a classic combo, it's easy to make, it's cheap. Next time you got a picnic, you got a road trip, or even for the upcoming Christmas party, Christmas lunch, make one of these. Everyone will be so happy. I can't recommend these high enough. Thank you so much for tuning in. If I don't see you again, Merry Christmas, have a really good break. You deserve it. I will see you either before the new year or in the new year. Bye.